Hi, my beautiful witches. Blessed be. This is White Raven over here. Today is Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. Today is the 29th of August. And tomorrow is the 30th of August. But I've been getting a lot of questions about Mercury retrograde, and tomorrow, the 30th of August, Mercury is going to go retrograde, and a lot of people is asking me about spells to protect ourselves from the retrograde of this planet. I'm conflicted about the planets going retrograde because I'm going to be very general about this. There's 1,000 videos on YouTube about Mercury retrograde. There's 1,000 articles everywhere about Mercury in retrograde and what to do when the planet is on retrograde. As a matter of fact, Mercury is not the only planet that goes retrograde. But first, before we engage in any kind of like spells and protections and stuff like that, I am going to give you my perspective and my point of view, and I warn you, is taking into consideration I'm a witch, is probably not going to be the same perspective as the majority. Okay? Now, when Mercury goes in retrograde, it's an illusion that from our perspective in this planet, it seems like Mercury is going backwards. The planet never, ever goes backwards. It's just the way we perceive the planet. Therefore, it's my perception of this particular thing. The planet is not going backwards. So I don't understand how could it create so much havoc when in reality it's my perception of this planet going backwards. So I have to think about a few things. Is this retrograde phenomenon and all this very social craziness because Mercury is going retrograde, we cannot do spells on this time? How much of a real thing it is, because it's my perception, is not what the planet is doing. So I think how much of that craziness that happens around me when Mercury is in retrograde has to do with me, with actually the way I see things. The planet is not going backwards in any moment ever. It's just that's the way it looks from my perspective. So how much it's this poor planet's fault of what's happening now. Mercury is linked to communications. Therefore, people, and let me tell you, I've seen a lot of stuff happening when Mercury is in retrograde. But then again, sometimes we pay more attention to those things happening just because we are already aware. As a witch, I know this because I get so many, I watch my calendar and I know these things. So you tend to even unconsciously notice the havoc that's around you and you link it to the planet being in retrograde. So that's my little bit of opinion where Mercury is in retrograde. Venus goes in retrograde. I mean, most of the planets go retrograde. It's just that Mercury is the one that does it the most in our years because Mercury goes around the sun a lot faster than Mother Earth. I 100% believe that the moon affects my feelings and my emotions and my energy. I have full trust and belief that that beautiful satellite that is so close to our Mother Earth does affect myself, but not because of the perception I have of it. And that's another topic altogether that I can do another video. However, I am very conflicted about the planet Mercury retrograde thing because the planet does not go retrograde. The planet does not go backwards ever. It's my perception of the planet. So again, how much of all that havoc has to do with you and what you believe and what you're expecting and what is actually happening? A lot of people tell me, why Raven, do you have any spells to protect yourself from the retrograde of when Mercury goes in retrograde? What can I do to protect myself? hey, most people and most witches out there advise not to do a lot of magic on these days. I think the spells will tell you when it's right and when it's wrong to do it. So think about it a little bit. Analyze this little bit of perspective that I'm giving you. Don't judge me too much. And understand that I'm trying to share with you guys just another point of view. I'm conflicted about that. That I think that it could be possible that this phenomenon is actually affecting communication around me, and that I should not do any kind of signing contracts because Mercury is in retrograde. Listen, I have done things when the times is extremely positive and perfect for me to do what I do, and the outcome is not good. So again, remember, Mercury does not go backwards ever. That's our perspective from this planet. This is how we see the planet from here. So I really don't think that something that we see that is not real could really be put on a blame to this planet. So it's entirely up to you. Think about it. If you feel like you're being affected by the retrograde, do a lot of protection spells, meditate, and try to find balance in your life and work with that when Mercury is in retrograde. If you be more patient, if you already expect that your computer is going to crash, just be more patient. But understand that when it comes to this switch right here, I'm a bit conflicted about it. I don't want to tell you don't do this and do this, because I honestly think this is my perspective from this planet, and this is something that is really, in reality, is not happening. All right? Blessed be witches. It is always awesome talking to you. Sadly, I do want to share a very important spell with you guys, and it's in regards to protection from the incubus. Which I have another mouthful in regards to the incubus and the succubus, okay? But I'm going to leave that for my next spell. However, I'm going to share that spell with you guys. I am still waiting for, even though I'm not going to use this for me and I can use whatever, I really like to use the real ingredients when I'm sharing spells with you guys. Not only I love to have them with me, I like to use the real deal. And I am waiting for this specific ingredient that is going to take up to September. It's hard to get, so it'll be here. So stay tuned, okay? There's another video that I want to be sharing with you guys, and that is when people owe you money, how to make that person pay. All right, stay tuned, witches. Go visit me in Witches Lair. Believe it or not, I'm writing down all the spells that you guys recommend me to actually post, or the requests that you have. I have written down in here in my notebook, and I'm going one by one. You all have to be patient. I get a lot of requests on a daily basis, and I cannot do all these spells at the same time because, like I said, I like to order the real herbs, the real stuff. I don't like to pretend that I have this and these are, no. I like to have the real stuff when I'm doing spells for you guys. So when I'm doing them, I'm doing the right thing. This is the real deal right here. Blessed be again. It is always awesome talking to you, witches. Go visit me in Witches Lair and say hi. Tell me what you need. And thank you so much for the people that is visiting me. I am absolutely moved by all the people that is communicating with me and letting me know what's happening in their magical lives. I am humble. I don't know a lot of stuff. I just try to help as much as I can. And I just want to say that I'm here if you guys need me. Blessed be, witches. Take care, okay? And go visit me in Witches Lair and just ride the wave with Mercury, okay? Bye.